This is the homework quiz for week number 12, and we're looking at question number 7, which asks us to find the following product. -9 times -6 equals blank. You probably studied about integers, positive and negative numbers, in earlier grades in 4th or 5th grade. And you may have heard that a negative number times a negative number equals a positive number. And you may have wondered, why? Well, why is that? Why is a negative times a negative a positive? It really doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. From what we've learned, though, in CPM this week about adding and subtracting integers and multiplying integers, we can make sense of this problem. -9 times -6. Let's begin by looking at the previous problem, the problem that we just did, number 6, on the homework quiz for this week. It is a little different because it has a positive number first. It was positive 7 times -8. And what that meant, we discussed, was that we were adding 7 groups of -8. That's really what multiplication is. It's adding over and over again, adding a number over and over again, because it's easier to multiply than it is to add 8 plus 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 8. So this is what we did in this problem. Instead of adding a positive number, though, we added a negative number over and over again. -8, -16, -24, -32, -40, -48, and -56. And that was the answer here to number 6. But we're looking here at number 7. And it's a little bit different. And it's different because we're here not adding, but subtracting. We can think of this first negative, the -9, as being a sign that we are subtracting. Subtracting here 9 groups of -6. That's what we're going to be doing in this problem, is subtracting 9 groups of -6. So where to begin? We don't have anything that we can add or subtract. There are no models here that we can use. So we need to use what we have been doing in the subtraction problems for this week in the homework quiz, which is to add some zero pairs. Positive and negative numbers. If we add the same number of positives and the same number of negatives, we haven't changed anything. This, with 6 negatives and 6 positives, is still 0. So -9 times -6, we need to take away groups of -6. And we can do that by taking away, circling, and then drawing an arrow to show that we are taking away one group of -6. When we do that, what's left? +6. We need to complete this model, though. So let's go ahead and add a total of 9 groups of positives and negatives. And we can then take and subtract all of the -6s from each group. Here, we've taken away the -6s from each of these 0 pairs. And what do we have left? We have +6, +12, +18, +24, +30, +36, +42, +48, and +54. And that is the answer to number 7. -9 times -6 is +54 because what we're doing is taking away 9 groups of -6. And what's left over when we do that is +54. Go ahead and try practice problem number 7 on the homework quiz copies for week number 12 to try this for yourself a little bit more.